Spider-Man No Way Home just hit the theaters, and I was not planning to do a review for this because it's not really my brand to do these Marvel superhero movies that much, so I kind of was trying to stop, but I watched No Way Home and it really blew me away, so I'm really excited to do this review. Yeah, so this movie, it's going to be a very hard movie to talk about without spoilers. And so I'm going to do a spoilers and a spoiler-free section. So right now, feel free to watch this review if you have not watched the movie. And the first thing I can tell you is it does a very good job on fan service. This is the best example of fan service I've ever seen in a movie. Like, that's like kind of crazy to say, but like this is the best fan service because everyone in here has a role. It's not just a cameo. They have purpose. They have arcs themselves. And it's really, really excellent how that's done. It's just very done to perfection. What's there. My criticism with this movie comes with the setup for it. What happens is excellent. It's some of the best Marvel, but my criticism is how they set it up. Especially with how Far From Home ends. If you've watched that movie, it's it's pretty obvious how it ends, and there's how they handle that. It's not the best, but what happens after that, especially with the trailer, I will be spoiling some elements in the trailer right now, but like in the trailer with the how he tries to get everyone to forget it, like it's like not a good explanation from what is gonna come. But what actually does happen is really some of the best Marvel of all time. But that's why it's not my favorite movie of all time for Marvel because of that. But it is really, really great. Like it's really blew me away. Some of this, like again, I said the fan service was excellent. It is excellent. Like there's moments where they clap. I've never seen a theater like that, and I've been to Force Awakens, and I've also been to Endgame and Infinity War in theaters, and I've never seen something like that. This like impactful because there's fan service like crazy, and there's crazy villains. There's no original villains in this. There's no like villains that they made up right from the get-go, but they fight some of the other villains, and it's really excellent to see how it's done, and they do it really well. While this wasn't a perfect movie, I really loved it. I just had so much fun with it, and I enjoyed it a lot. And this has really reaffirmed my love for the MCU. I've really been just kind of, past couple months, really been like bored of it. Just kind of getting, like the last couple movies were good, but they weren't addictive. But this one's really got me looking back into the MCU and nerding out over that again, which is a good thing, right? It's always a good thing. So that'll be my spoiler free. Now I'm going to talk about spoilers, and this is not going to be a walkthrough like I usually do spoilers. I usually take notes for TV shows and books, like taking notes of what happens. I could do like a summary kind of thing and give you my thoughts on it. I'm not going to do that here because I didn't get to take notes, but I'm really going to talk about the main things that happen in the movie. So beware, this is spoilers from now on, and peace if you have not watched the movie. This movie had obviously the main thing, I'm going to say it right now, the main thing is the three Spider-Mans coming together, and they're fighting the villains from the other universes, from their universes, and that's the most epic thing ever. Like, it's such an epic crossover. This is the best crossover I've seen in a long time. It really does service because Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, had his moments, especially with saving MJ when he couldn't save Gwen Stacy, and Tobey Maguire had his moments while saving our Peter from killing the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin was kind of the main villain, which is great because Willem Dafoe was just an excellent villain, an excellent actor. And I just rewatched the original Spider-Man movie, and I just seeing him, and then seeing him in this movie was crazy. And that's really, really epic just to see that their service moments, and especially with Andrew Garfield getting the moment with Electro. And some of the just jokes, like literally stopping to crack a back, which is so funny. Like that's just something you would never think of happening in a Spider-Man movie. Or in any movie. If I told you there's Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is cracking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's back in just a movie randomly, you will never believe it. And it really gives emotional moments for Peter because Peter's been the happy-go-lucky Spider-Man. There's nothing really terrible that happens to Peter until now. He finally gets his moment. He finally becomes more of a classic Spider-Man with a lot of loss, especially with the loss of Aunt May. And he's alone. Once again, the loner. No one knows what he is. A lot similar to the other two Spider-Mans who just really lost something, and they don't really have their innocence anymore. And I feel like now Peter becomes one of those, and I'm really excited to see what happens to his character in the future. at the end, Eddie Brock, he leaves the Venom symbiote over here, so there's some more for the future. There's some more, well, I don't know, what do you call it, just some more, like, seeds planted for the future, even though I'm kind of mad at Eddie Brock, but wasn't really, like, actually in it. Though he was just in the Venom 2 post-credit scene and this post-credit scene. But I'm kind of mad that happened. Daredevil has a cameo in this movie as well. It's really cool to see that the Netflix shows are getting kind of integrated with this, which is really cool to see. And everyone forgets Peter at the end because it's like, Doctor Strange's spell. And it's a really good sacrifice to do, and it's just like, it really shows the difference in him as a character. And just like the sci-fi world, like, and you can see, like, whenever, like, he actually makes a spell in the new Statue of Liberty, like you can see everyone, and I kind of saw the Watcher for a little bit, and that was really cool to see just everyone coming in, Spider-Man. And it's just really, really cool just to see everyone. I love this multiverse side of the MCU. I love it so much. That's why I love Loki. Doctor Strange, I'm not loving the new Grounded. I'm not really loving Hawkeye that much. But I love this, like, sci-fi aspect of it. And this is, like, I liked when it embraces the sci-fi, and that's why I love Guardians of the Galaxy and some sci-fi movies. Like, I like sci-fi Marvel, and this is really good sci-fi Marvel. And that's what I love about this. It's the perfect elements in this movie, and it's really, really good movie just because, like, what it really does for, like, the sci-fi genre. And it's pretty crazy, pretty funny, and I really love Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in it. I hope there's sequels to those two movies, those two movie franchises, because I think the Amazing Spider-Man series is very underrated, and I definitely want a third movie. And same with the Tobey Maguire ones. I need to watch those again, but all really good. So I loved this movie. Overall, I would give it about an 8 out of 10, and definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's really enjoyable. I have criticisms for it, but it's really, like, the most enjoyable Marvel movie, and not as good as Endgame and Infinity War, but really up there for making, like, this is the best singular superhero, not like a team-up superhero, but the best singular superhero movie I've ever watched. I'm really, really excited to see what happens with Spider-Man and what happens with the next phase of the MCU, especially in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. No Way Home, I'm sorry, this is a little off-brand. You really don't do, like, superhero movies, but tell me if you guys liked it. Tell me what you guys thought of the movie down in the comments below. And definitely make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so we can get the 300 subscribers, because we just hit 200, and I'm already looking for 300. So that's what's up, and hopefully you guys and have a good break. I know I haven't been posting as much, but I would. But now that Christmas break is on, I'm going to be posting more and more. But yep, hopefully you guys like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.